Hey yo, motherfuckers, this is Dark Snow right here, making his debut here on the D Jose channel. I tell you, D Jose wanted to be up here to review WWE All Stars for you guys, but let's face it, I fired him. I told him that the last night he could make a video would have to be during the WrestleMania night 27 coming up here in a couple of nights and shit like that. But in the meantime, I'm Dark Snow. I sounded a lot like Dark Snow from TNA when Booker T took over the announce table with Chet Lemon. I actually taught Booker T how to sound like me because I am the true one and only Dark Snow. Nobody's ever going to figure out my identity. But let's go ahead and talk about WWE All Stars. Oh my God. All right. I got to say, this game was bought by D Jose a few days ago, and he says he really enjoyed the game. And he thinks that, the roster should have been bigger. They should have had blood. They should have had fire and shit like that. But I think this game was actually pretty damn decent. IGN gave it a score of 7.5, but I think it deserves probably about an 8 or so because considering how awesome it is, it takes me back to the days of when I was a child and when I was, rocking and socking on WrestleMania, the arcade game. I tell you, it was great. I wish they would have added more legends like Yokozuna and the British Bulldog and Owen Hart, but Owen ain't never going to be allowed to be in a WWE game again. I tell you, that's just real sad right there. And they should have added Booker T and Diesel, but considering that it was too late, at least we got the Honky Tonk Man and we got Randy the Nacho Man Savage. I tell you, oh my God. I know you guys like Dark Snow already. I can see you guys marking out across the screen, knowing how my voice is disguised like this. People wish they could get their voice like this, but they can't do it. I tell you, but I would have to say the moves in the game are very arcade-like, which is what I like. I like that Randy Savage can do an elbow drop to the bizzles and all that shit right there. And then Ricky Steamboat, he kind of does the same thing. And then we got Hulk Hogan who can do a leg drop about 30 feet in the air without killing himself. And then we got John Cena that does the FU and drops them on their head and shit. I tell you, it's just crazy right there. Also, I'd like to add that this game is $65, but I do think that it is well worth $65. But I would wait until the price goes down as well if you want to. But in the meantime, I would say, the lack of match types are also what killed it. Yeah, we got Steel Cage and Elimination and Triple Threat and all this bullshit, but, you know, for the game itself, it actually is pretty damn good. And I'd also like to add that I had a Q&A, which D Jose will be back to do that Q&A upon his upon his return from semi-retirement. He does not have enough questions right now. He needs more questions from you guys, so feel free to ask more questions. But mainly, WWE All Stars is well worth the price. Also, I'd like to add a big fuck you to the WWE because they're no longer calling themselves World Wrestling Entertainment, according to Bobby Black. It could be an April Fool's joke, but I don't know about that. But if WWE just goes and calls itself WWE and doesn't initiate themselves as wrestling, it just proves they fucking sold out the wrestling fans, I tell you. And it's just real sad. But anyway, I'd say go get WWE All Stars if you like the arcadic wrestling type of gameplay. Believe me, you'll enjoy it. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.